Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Lions are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Browns, who will have to be at their best to slow them down.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Stafford looks to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. Throwing again is Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
To throw is Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. Offense
still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Golladay. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The slot man in motion right. On the run, it's Crowell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit and gaining what he needed for a first down.
Well, that's the deal. On third down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable third down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jared Davis, the rookie from Florida. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brent. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and long for Kaiser. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Marcel Darius in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And now look at him go. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown Lions. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Kaiser. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
It's brought in left side by Tate. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On second down, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. They begin with a run by Crowell. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Come on, let's go!
2nd down, Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go!
From the gun, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Kaiser. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Kaiser. It's complete to Britt. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again with Crowell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But we know one thing. Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016. An 85-yard touchdown sprint week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long. Didn't end in 6, but still a great gain. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Britt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. Stafford on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. Second and 10, Stafford again. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, Stafford here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
50-50. Set. 50.
Throwing again on second and 10. Stafford. Catch made right side by Wilson. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's a give to Crowell. And an Isaiah Crowell. He's all alone. 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 1st and 10, Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Jabril Peppers, the rookie from Michigan. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
An update over in Soldier Field, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Big 20. Drill right, 22.
Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They've gone to the 2nd quarter in Buffalo, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Looking for Brett, intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? they're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A gain of 39 that time. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Eric Ebron as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right through it. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. An update over in Soldier Field, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw is Kaiser. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off, Jarvis Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jabril Peppers with his first career INT. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And now the Browns coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now it's Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Handoff, running left, Crowell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. This is Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. To the right side and complete to Njoku. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This call down near the goal line. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Corey Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. The tight end in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sammy Coates, 78 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing on first down. Stafford, throw left side, complete. That's McCoy. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An update over in Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 22! Hey, 22! Wait, 80!
This give is to McCoy. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Now McCoy. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Carl Nassib. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Jabril Peppers, the rookie from Michigan. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Running left is Crowell. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Again, it's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. To throw is Stafford. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Stafford. to the right here to Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And his kick is right through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They keep it with Crowell on first. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is Crowell, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They give to Johnson going right. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Stafford now to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. He can wait until they're actually open before delivering, as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off.
Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They are in the fourth in Buffalo, and it was the Saints that wound up winners in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Now it's Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to win the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.